Hi, welcome to the Saturday Show. I'm Kurt Vincent with the Bladen Journal. My guest today is Michelle Huffman. She's the new athletics director at West Bladen High School. Welcome, Michelle.
Thank you.
Folks really haven't had the opportunity to really get to know you that well yet. Tell us a little bit about your background.
My name is Michelle Huffman. I am originally born and raised in Fayetteville, North Carolina. I've traveled a lot around the state, doing coaching and teaching and things like that. I've been to Richmond Senior High School. I was there for a couple of years. Then I went to West Montgomery High School. I was there for a year, and then I went to Grace Creek for 4 years.
Okay.
And then I left there and went to Rocky Mountain High School for a year, and then went to Sandhook Early College High School. Got out of athletics for 2 years and was ready to get back, and then I came to West Bladen.
Okay.
So I've traveled around, and we have 3 kids, and so I'm very busy with them, and I teach biology, so
Okay.
pretty full schedule.
Now, prior to your coaching days, were you an athlete yourself?
Yes, I played softball at UNC Pembroke.
Okay.
I was a scholarship player, and I played softball at Southview High School. That's where I graduated from.
Great. Now, aside from your administrative duties with being an athletic director, what else will you be busy with during your time with West Bladen High School?
Well, we're trying to revamp the EOCs there, so I'm busy helping get biology and some of the EOC core teachers up and running. We're really working on that and trying to get to the 90%. That's our goal. We're at 82 right now, so we want to finish strong with 90. So we're going to be doing a lot of work in the classrooms with that. So other than dealing with athletics, I'm also going to be dealing with the academic part of it.
Okay. Now, will you be taking on any coaching duties yourself?
That is the main goal. I would like to get back into actual coaching. I was very, very fortunate. I started out, I was going to do JV softball.
Okay.
And I did it for a little while, but I was very fortunate that 2 dads' parents actually stepped up and took over softball for me. So I could spend the first semester getting my feet wet, getting used to it, and just making sure that I had the athletics part running the way I wanted it to. I'm a little bit of a perfectionist, so I want to be able to give everything because whatever I do, I give 110. And I felt like I would be giving 50 and 50.
Right.
And so I wanted to get it up and running the way I like. And then the goal is next year to take a place somewhere in the coaching staff. I'm not quite sure where,
Right.
but somewhere. Because I have coached volleyball and cross country, and I've coached softball, and so a little bit of a gambit of it all. So I can, take wherever they need me.
Okay, I see. Now, this is the first year at West Bladen High School for your principal as well, Todd Finn. Now, do you two have a working relationship from before West Bladen?
Right. We first met. It's actually kind of funny, Todd. I'll tell you, I'm the first person he met here in North Carolina. I had been at Grace Creek for a year already, and the very next year he came in and interviewed, and I was actually working the desk during the summer. When I was at Grace Creek, I wore many, many hats, and one of them was being the trainer there, so I was there during the summer. And I was working the front desk for one of our receptionists. She had to take a break, whatever, and I'd work the desk a lot. And he comes in, and I was the first person he met when he came for an interview, and we were such a close family, the coaching staff at Grace Creek. He just became one of my family, and I became one of his, and we just stayed in contact the whole time. We taught together, coached together for 3 consecutive years after that, and then I left, and then shortly after I left, he eventually went to E.E. Smith. And so we just stayed in contact the whole time. So yeah, we've worked a lot together.
So that helps.
Mm-hmm.
Now, he's brought a relatively new attitude to West Bladen High School, and the expectations have been raised. And I guess you're kind of the latest addition to that, to all of that. What is your impression so far of the school and the community?
It is so refreshing that whenever I go out into the community and people ask, how do you like West Bladen? I love the school. I absolutely love the school, the kids, just the atmosphere. It is probably one of my favorite places. Of all the places I've taught at, it's probably one of my favorites so far, and I really enjoy it. And everybody tells me how it used to be. Well, I wasn't here, so all I know is how it is,
right.
and I love it. And so I've really noticed that a lot of the community is starting to see a change in their students coming to school, their kids. They're telling me the kids want to come to school now, so the community is jumping on board with us. And we've really got a lot of the community support, and it's really nice. It's really nice. I can go out to the community and say, hey, I'm with West Bladen, and they're like, what do you need?
Yeah.
And it's just refreshing that I can get that help out there.
That's great.
But we're really trying to bring the community back in. I don't know if I don't know if they were just a little scared to be a part of it, but now that everybody's wanting to jump on because they're seeing that we're doing so many new things and we're progressing so quickly and so well, that everybody's like, okay, let's go see what's going on at West Bladen High School.
Right, that's great. And I assume that your duties will be more than just making sure you have competitive teams out on the field, but a lot of the student athlete part of it
most
is
definitely.
a big deal.
Most definitely. You can ask the kids now. I'm in their classrooms a lot of times. We do focus walks now, and it's more of a collaboration amongst teachers. We walk around and see other teachers' classrooms, just to see, could I learn something from them? Is there something that they're missing or something maybe that I can bring to the table, just so we can have that communication among teachers. But when I walk in the classroom and I see my athletes and maybe their heads are down or they're not paying attention, I do like that and immediately just kind of sit up a little taller and they start paying attention a little bit better. So they're starting to catch on to part. They're a student, then they're an athlete.
Right.
And then, I've got other things that going on with, bringing in the money and the scheduling and things like that with athletics. So
Right.
I wish it was just a part of making sure we had successful teams, but there's a whole other gamut that goes with it.
Sure, right. Now, how can parents and others best help West Bladen High School as far as the sports and academics and to achieve its goal?
Well, academically, we love having parents when we have exams, being proctors, helping out with the test giving, just being there to help the teachers out. We've had a lot of parents volunteer that. Mr. Finn actually did something where if some of the parents of seniors came in, they'd get an extra ticket for graduation. So he's, working out a little deal with those parents to bring them in. But during softball season, the very beginning, I've never seen such a following as we did for softball. We had so many parents and people from the community just come, and even on baseball field during our cleanup days, the parents in the community just come in and building shelves in the dugouts, building bullpens for my pitchers and catchers, putting up fence, putting up our batting cages, just jumping on and cleaning up the fields. And that was really refreshing to see was that. So, parents are more welcome whenever we have anything. I love having man work. I love having people there to just, if it's to move stuff, is to help clean up stuff, is to help build things. That's time and labor that I can't, go out and find a lot of times. And so parents volunteer their time and their labor, and that helps the school out tremendously.
Right.
So, it isn't all about the money and financial. Trust me, we don't turn money away because we needed to run things. But just the manpower itself is always beneficial to the kids in our school.
Right, and I assume that the parental help at home for the students.
Oh, most definitely.
Huge too.
We have established contacts. We're supposed to call the parents. We want to call as many as 5 parents a week, good or bad news. And so just having a lot of communication and talking to the athletes and their students, at home saying, well, I heard from your teacher or I've not heard from your teacher. Is everything going okay? And knowing that there is a sense of raising the bar of excellence at West Bladen. So the parents know that and they kind of have that conversation at home. That communication is key. Just kind of find out what's going on with your kids' classes. And then, we have a lot of parents that are very involved and they're constantly, what's going on. They'll call us or they'll come to the school. We haven't heard from anybody in a while. We want to make sure everything's okay. So that is the biggest key there to helping us more than anything is just staying involved with their student, their child.
Okay, great. Well, Michelle, we certainly wish you a lot of luck in this position and wish you all the success. We're certainly big fans of what's going on at West Bladen High School, so we'll be watching.
Thank you very, very much.
Thank you all for joining us on Saturday show. You all have a good week.